Oh boy. Oh boy. World Trigger, man. Oh my god. I love this series so damn much, but fuck. It's so slow. Like, the anime did not have this problem multiple episodes back. It really didn't. Ever since we have been getting very close to the manga, like we're straight on, like, on the manga right now, like we're on top of the manga, the pacing of World Trigger has just hit a fucking standstill. Like, this is exactly how One Piece is when it comes to certain situations with its anime, and it's sad, because I really love World Trigger. I love this anime quite a bit, but I mean, the pacing is fucking... just like, okay, so this episode of World Trigger, to be honest with you, I'm not going to try to stretch this out, because there really isn't much to talk about, and I want to quickly get to the point of what this episode's about. So this episode of World Trigger, it is about to where Osamu, Kuga, and Chika, they win. They win their rank wars, and majority of this episode is them battling their opponents, taking them out one by one, and that is the entire episode. That's the episode. Like, each individual battles were cool and all that, but I mean, I don't really need to dive into the individual battles and deconstruct them, because it's very straightforward what was going on in this episode, so there's not much to really break down in a lot of other different episode reviews I've done for World Trigger, so it's kind of sad. But I mean, when it came to this episode though, in terms of the way the action was handled to the way the pacing was done, to be honest with you, it was entertaining. I was entertained because, I mean, it's new content, I'm an anime only, and it was definitely enjoyable to watch. I love my World Trigger each week, but fuck, dude, just like, to see how some of the scenes are done, especially with like the pacing and all that, it really gets me, because I remember when World Trigger first started, there was just so much content in each freaking episode, because I've been with the anime since it first started airing, and I think majority of us have, and I know how the original pacing was, and then looking at it now in this episode, it's kind of sad. I mean, we are getting closer and closer to the conclusion of the anime, if you do think about it. I mean, there's only going to be 50 episodes. This is episode 41? 40? 41? 41? 40? It's somewhere around there. We're one of those episodes, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the conclusion, and if you think about it, it makes sense why the pacing has just hit a standstill. And I've already been told before we even got into this arc, I shouldn't expect, you know, anything past this arc. Like, this arc is what we're getting. We're not getting, you know, going to the neighbor world or anything like that. I don't even think you Chibits in the manga, like you manga readers, have actually even gotten to that part in the manga. So, of course, we're not going to see that. So, I really do hope, though, one thing I do want to talk about, I really do hope that the anime original World Trigger that's going to be coming out very soon, like, for instance, you know, it was announced a couple weeks ago when I talked about it, I do hope Toei Animation, since it is going to be anime original and it might be canon, I hope that there won't be these type of issues, because since it's more of like an anime original filler type stuff, they can do what they want, and they can put as much content they want inside of it without having to worry about catching up to the manga. And that's kind of what's going on with, you know, Dragon Ball Super at the moment, because, I mean, there's really no manga. Yes, a manga is being written for Dragon Ball Super, but it's not really coming out before the anime. So the anime is kind of following its own story right now, and it doesn't have to worry about catching up to the manga, so there's no restrictions to how much content comes out in each individual episode. So I do hope that the upcoming anime original for World Trigger doesn't suffer the issues that late game World Trigger anime is starting to suffer, because it's definitely very apparent after watching these past couple episodes. It's sad, but it's enjoyable, and I still love my World Trigger each week. It is pretty damn sad. And I think majority of us we can all admit that some of these episodes have been a little bit slower compared to what they should be. I mean, it's slow greatness. Like Chibi said last week, I saw a comment in the comment section of World Trigger last week. Chibi said, like, slow greatness. That was a fucking good comment, because it's true. I mean, it's slow, but it's fucking greatness. So, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I mean, like I said, I'm sorry, there's not much to dive into, because everything is very self-explanatory. I don't really need to break it down, but to talk about the individual stuff when it came to the budget and all that, the animation, all that, it's okay. It's meh. It's just standard World Trigger animation and budget and stuff, so nothing spectacular. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.